And welcome back to WABEBE XP. The hashtag is still WABEBE XP. Thank you so much for keeping to that watching and doing the thing all of the time. The SMS platform, of course, is 22047. Keep on sending those SMSs. Unajua kutuma SMS, tunaendelea kulipwa. So endelea tu kutuma SMS. Mungu atawapenda, busijari, just a little straight above the number. But lazima tulipwe. Alright, so, and all of you are watching also on Facebook Live as this goes on air. Tunasema ni asante sana, keep on commenting. Tumesikia hisia zenyu zote. Kiswahili kubwa ya kusema mambo ni safi na we appreciate all of you who do that. Now, what about now? Kama wewe ni consumer wa content ya Waluya, I'm a content. All right, if you're a consumer of content, there is no way that you have not encountered the Lord himself. Okay, not Jesus. Let me add the meme, Lord himself. I'm talking about Mr. Karis memes. Ama Karis meme. Karibu sana.
Yes, sir.
Uko salama?
Uko fiti. Thank you so much.
Mambo iko sawa?
Mambo iko sawa.
Karibu bana.
Asante sana.
You know, this is, let me just say for a moment, let's take it all in. This is Karis memes. For those of you who've never seen his amazing face. This is the guy. Yes, he's here. Na unajua ukiona mtu ambaye ako na gray kwa the beards, inamaanisha ako na pesa.
Silver fox. Yeah.
All right. Hapo sawa. All right.
Yeah.
Karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
You know, tunaonanga hapo hivyo the name, and of course there are over 300,000 people who follow you on Instagram at least. But where did all of this start from? Like, you know what, my job is going to be to help Kenyans smile.
Laugh.
Yes, and laugh, yeah.
Yeah.
So when did it start?
Actually, we're in 2023 and this is my 10th year.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, so it's been a journey.
Yes.
All the way since 2013. I didn't decide I want to make Kenyans laugh. It just started as fun. As I was doing it for myself. I was just creating updates. That time it used to be known as updates on Facebook. Funny captions here and there, and they used to do well. They used to get reactions here and there. Then came Instagram. We jumped in on making memes with images and videos. The pages grew by the numbers, and yeah, we developed our craft. We became better and better, and we got here. Yes.
And during that time, so like when 2013 again, I remember 20. I was like, maybe nilikuwa nimeanza kufanya kazi kama miaka 3 peke yake. And I remember even then convincing our bosses at the time kuweka vitu social media, kutrend. People didn't really know what this thing was about. So how was that for you, like trying this thing? Like you said, ilikuwa update. And people didn't really understand, what is this thing?
What is this, yeah?
Yeah. How was that for you?
Like I said, I was just doing it for fun, but I could see the impact it was having. Like you can post something and in a few minutes, people are sending it for you on WhatsApp.
Right.
I knew that this thing was powerful. And like you can say you're somewhere in a certain location, you tag that location and people ask you, where is this? That already is power. And I saw that there was potential in this thing. If you can maximize your content and what you do on social media, it can be very impactful in your career and all that. So I kind of envisioned a future with social media. Yes.
And what is that like for you before we got to 2013? So like, where did you grow up? Ulienda shule gani? Ulisoma nini? Yeah.
Shule ndio tulienda.
Kusoma
na tulisoma. 844. Hii imeisha juzi. Yeah. System.
System.
Yes. Tulisoma primary school. I was in Westlands Primary School. High school, I went to Parklands High School. And yes, I went to multimedia. And later on, I did my degree at UON. Okay. Yes. Right. I grew up here in Kabete. Yes.
All right. And so what was your degree in?
You'd be surprised.
Okay.
Procurement.
Kabisa. Nyinyi ndio watu mlikuwa mnataka ingia katika system after promulgation.
Yes, that's what.
And so then, I mean, how do you explain it to your peeps now? I mean, of course, we don't know that other side of procurement, whether it went through, whether you pursued it further, whether it...
I pursued it.
Yeah?
Yes.
So you're doing it?
I'm doing it. I have an
Okay.
8 to 5.
All right. Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
that's the other thing. So whenever you do, because again, as you grow on social media, you know, and like you say, people are sharing this thing on WhatsApp, I'm sure watu wanaona wasema, na huyu wa ofisi, how is that? How do you balance that?
Yes, it's a delicate balance in that you can't compromise on one.
That's right.
Out for the government.
For the government.
Gava.
Yeah. Kwa system.
Yes. Kwa system. So I balance between my 8 to 5 and my social media.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it gets crazy because one can be more demanding than the other at a particular point.
Yes.
So it's just to find some balance somewhere. But now the goodness with social media is content on the go. I do my content on the go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like kwa simu, I can edit, do something, create a meme, post it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Talk about that content on the go, you know, and just how that has, I get definitely from 2013 to now, there's a lot of difference in even just the access people have internet-wise and stuff. How have you seen that change and impact your content and your life in terms of just the growth even of the social media space?
The growth.
Yeah.
It has been steady. Like every other page, you start with 0 followers, 0 to where we are right now, 300 and something on IG. So the growth has been steady. And now I generally do content that is relatable globally. Most of my content is Kenyan, centered on Kenyan culture. But now I also do content that is relatable to anybody in the US, in India, Brazil, wherever. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you make that decision? Because again, the other thing is this, even with music, I think even our artists struggle because they're like, you want to make music that, yes, your Kenyan people relate to, but you also want to understand that you're also in a global stage, right? So you want your music to be played, you know, I mean, yes, we do play Batoto Bakongo,
Yes.
dance hapa, you know, and Spanish music and all of that.
Yeah.
But how, as a content creator, how do you do that? How do you position yourself? Yes, I want to be very relevant to my audience because you have a key audience or TA, but then you also want to be global. Like if somebody from India tunes in, I'm like, hey, that happens to me.
Yeah. Surprisingly, you have fans from India.
From India?
India wamenifuata mbaya.
You know that boy Karis?
Yes.
He's very good.
Yes, very good. There's one piece I did that really did well there. For this peanut, they call it peanut brittle. Hizi tuko nakula tukiwa watoto, imeshikanishwa na sugar or something.
Right.
So apparently it's a global thing. I thought it was more so a Kenyan type of candy.
Right.
Surprisingly, it's global. So Hukoi did so well, and they have been redoing it. Even Shaquille O'Neal himself redid my video, and that was wow. That was insane. That was crazy.
Yeah.
So you have to position yourself in a way that be appealing globally. You don't restrict your audience to Kenya. Yeah. If you grow in Kenya, that's fine. But also look at the prospect of growing outside Kenya, Africa, and globally.
Right.
Yes.
And even as you grow, unajua sahi lazima, as the Kenyans, lazima kuna pake. Gotta get something. Get some from it. So how has that been for you, and how, because there are several content creators who are even starting out now. We are in a space in terms of content creation where they always say the best flattery is imitation. So there are definitely other people who want to copy things that people have done. But how do you, number one, stay original? And most importantly, number two, how do we make money
out of content creation?
Yes.
By staying original, you just have your unique way of doing things. I see so many people wanting to or imitating other influencers, and it usually doesn't work out well for them because you haven't created your path. imitating someone else who's doing their own thing. That is not you. Create your own path. If you're good at something, shikilia hapo. Wacha kukopi mtu mwingine. Okay, they can motivate you and inspire you. Like if you want to be like a good meme lord, you can see what I do, but don't do exactly what I do.
Right.
Try to have your own identity. As for how you can generate something like the monies, it depends on how you put your content out there. Also, your content has to be authentic. It has to be clean. It has to be natural. When you identify yourself like that, it's easy to get brands to come on board.
Okay.
Yeah, they say, we like this guy because he has this identity. And people have followed him and they relate with him because of this identity. And his content is good, is clean, is relatable. We can work with this guy. Yeah, that's how you can jump in on working with brands.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, for you, you have, we're coming into December, of course, festive season, Auto Shanza. Of course, Maria Kari already thawed out. She's ready to sing for us. But when it comes to, when it comes to you, I mean, there's a campaign called It's a Rap.
Yes.
Tell us about It's a Rap.
It's a Rap.
Yes.
It's a Rap is a rap initiative, no campaign, not initiative, by Kenya breweries. They have discounts on selected brands, but most of the brands that we consume, it's a gift by them to us for the festive season. And it's a way for us to piga sherehe in an economical way. Wametuangalia, wametujali, wamejua siku zuri.
Imeturamba.
So waka come through.
Wale wase wametufanyia ile kitu, but ni sawa.
Yes. So I think they're just trying to bring people together to celebrate the year, end the year in a good way, in a festive way. Yeah, and yeah, we are happy that they have given us that gift. Yeah.
And so for those, again, the other thing is, when you mention, yes, you mentioned about being authentic. What's another factor that you can say that makes content creators attract the brands? Because, like they say, you can, and then can you put your content a certain way, model after, like, I want to do my content this way so that I attract these brands, or you just put it out there and then the brands will come? Which model do you think works best?
I think by the time they're approaching you, they know the kind of content you do.
Okay.
If it's memes, it's memes. If it's skits, it's skits. So by the time they're coming to you, it's finding a balance between the campaign that they have and your content.
Okay.
So you do your content like for a certain campaign, you forward it to them, they look at it, they can approve it or they can reject it. And after that, you just find a way of working together with the campaign deliverables.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Another thing, of course, we're in a world, man, kila mtu anataka kuangalia zile likes, comments, impressions, hizo vitu zote, the numbers.
Actually, even that, I can answer the other question.
Yes.
They also look at how your content is doing. Is it going viral? Is it being shared? Especially nowadays it's about the shares. Yeah. Are people so impressed by the content that they're sharing it to other followers and non-followers? Yeah.
So how do you get there? How do you get there as a content creator so that you get your stuff shareable? What's maybe some advice you can give over the years that you've seen that has worked?
Yeah, just as I said, be jumping on trends.
Okay.
That really works, actually. You have to know what's happening locally, globally. You have to be in touch with the current affairs. When you're in touch with what's going on, it's very easy to jump in on a trend. When you jump in on a trend, everybody's talking about it at a particular time. People are sending, people are sharing. So it really helps to go viral and for people to share your content. Yeah.
All right. Of course, the other thing, you are also part of one of the famous brands.
Yeah, you bet.
Bea watu wengine, kuna watu wenyewe imefika December,
Yes.
Kuna watu waliambiwa watapata mtu hawana base, lakini kuna Gilbey.
Kuna Gilbey.
How did that partnership come through? Yes. How has it been working for Gilbey?
It's been awesome. First of all, I love Jean. I love Jean so much, and
so, I love Jean. Pause. I love Jean so much.
So they approached me.
Right.
And when they approached me, I was happy. I was like, okay, this is something I can relate with easily, and it won't be like hard to make content with Gilbeys. It's something I'll be passionate about, working with Gilbeys. So yes, it's been fantastic. It's been almost 2 years, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, it's been a lovely journey, and we're doing content together with them, and they're loving the content. So I'm happy.
Yeah.
If the boss is happy, I'm happy.
Then you're happy.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. So is that a thing also in terms of if you would get to advise content creators? Because of course there's the money, and that's great, and you can be paid to do something. I was watching, now that you mentioned Shaq. Shaq said that he rarely does things that he's not passionate about, or he's already not. It's not part of his day to day. Like he wouldn't talk about something or push a brand that hata yeye itakuwa hard sana. Yeah. So what do you think about that? Because people can come and throw you money. Like today, photosynthesis and planting.
Yes.
And yet maybe ukatoka hiyo area.
Tupostie photosynthesis.
Yes. And I gonna do.
Yes. But they have money. They're telling you we'll pay you this much.
Yeah. So how does somebody make that balance?
Personally, the things I reject, I say, this one, no. This one, as much as you're giving me this much, I won't do it for you. Because first of all, I have to relate with something.
Right.
And I also have to believe in it. Like, I don't do betting. Yeah. And so many of them write to me all the time. And they have money. Betting has money.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tell them no. I don't believe in betting, and I can't even relate with it. So no, I'm not gonna do that. And other things that I can't. Even people tell you, push for me beauty products. I'm like, sasaji. My weave, my makeup. I'm like, no. Just look for probably a female influencer. So that's totally off,
Right.
I can't do that. So you have to see what you can do. Don't just accept anything, because now if you accept everything on your social media, now people will be like, "Ay, jamana promote kila kitu everywhere." Yeah, they'll be like, "No, you can't be all over the place. You have to find some balance." Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the plan? Like you said, you do have a 85, and you have, of course, social media also as well. I mean, a diverse. We could call it streams of income. What's the plan with social media, or digital content? Let's call it that. Where do you see it, taking and elevating you?
Yes, good question. Because 5 years from now, 10 years from now, where do you want to be? Yeah, and the world is changing so fast. Digital space changes so fast. Kidogo, there's another meme guy who was scared, and he's fired. Everybody wants to, work with them. So I'll keep doing what I do, but also adapt to the changes that the digital space is bringing. You have to adapt or die. Wanasemanga hivyo. So you have to find also the new ways of doing things and all that. Probably even have a show in future for memes or even content, like you.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Growth.
Yes.
Growth is mandatory. You have to grow. Yeah.
All right. So it's all about growth. I'll tell you what, kwa hiyo growth, we wish all the best. Tunakuwa hapa hivi.
Asante sana.
Tutumie package ya Gilo. Ulete kabisa. Yeah. We shall appreciate. Asante sana. Thank you so much. And of course, it is Karis, KARISMEMES.
Yes.
Yes, Karis Memes. This is on all platforms: Instagram, In case
Instagram,
kuna mtu anakula
Threads.
na jina yako pahali, so ni Instagram.
Wako. Wako na ma-underscores, juu ma-dots,
Yes,
manini.
yes.
But yeah, he's at Karis Memes on all the platforms. Apart from TikTok, he's at Karis Memes 254.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hapo sawa. So asante sana for coming through.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, folks. Remember, it's a wrap. Nunua vitu katika discount.
Yeah.
Alafu pia muishi na Gilbe. However, remember, excessive consumption of alcohol can be harmful to your health. Not drink and drive.
Hey.
And not for sale for people under the age of 18. Ndio hiyo sasa. Asante sana. Thank you so much for coming through.
Asante sana.
We
Thank you for
appreciate
having
sana.
me. Yeah.
And for all of you content creators, as you can see, discipline, consistency, being yourself and being authentic, that's what gets you to the other side. So, tukae hapo hivyo. Don't go too far. The hashtag to use is still WABEBE XP. And the SMS line is 22047. We're going to be back after this.